Hey, there's a thing down there. Is this gonna be good? Angel Engine X. That sounds kind of exciting. It's probably important. Alright, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. The first thing that I'm going to do is, do some administrative stuff and look at the Collectopedia, because I haven't done that in a while once again. And, okay, so I can fill in the leaf coil in the central factory, complete the row, and get a talent boost 3, and complete the entire area as well. Not gonna driver 3. It's probably a nice sword, right? Okay, so I can also fill in Igniritha, complete the strange row, get a tension swing 3, and complete the Igniritha area. Debuff resist 4. I haven't really been using debuff resist gems. There's nothing else I can fill in, right? Because I haven't been back to anywhere in forever. What's that? Bionis Interior. Oh, that's the one that I spent like 2 minutes in. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do here, but that's kind of nice that I filled in the last 2. Actually, the last couple pages are all filled in. I guess I've gotten better at going and identifying blue spots and stuff that would be useful or something like that. With that out of the way, the destruction of the entire landmass can wait, I guess. What's this? Is this the interior to Junks? This isn't important, right? Is this where I want to go? I think it is. What do you have to say? Oh, wait. You have a quest now? What could this possibly be about? I do seem really talkative. Yes, I'm gonna hit A as fast as I can. Something about weapons. I did not read a word of that. Junk's staff. It looks like the weapon creation panel at the central factory will be able to make Fiora a new weapon. Use the materials and make a weapon. And how many times is the word weapon used in this, this quest entry thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Anyway, we're going to accept that. Whether or not I actually do it remains to be seen. Wait a minute. Can I actually... Can I do this right this instant? Alright, so I'm actually unsure if I can do that now. I don't know if it's too late, if I could have talked to this guy back in... when Junks was docked on the Fallen Arm or anything like that. It's not the end of the world, but I imagine that the weapon would be pretty nice if I get to keep it. I feel like this, more than the other ones, is a bigger point of no return than anything else. Hang on, before I go back, before I go back, let me just check the quest log and see if anything expires after this point in the story. Look at the size of that scroll bar. Okay, so there's all these. A lot of them I finished, a lot of them I didn't. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this anymore, if Igniritha still exists at all. And I don't know if I am really honestly that interested in just going around fighting monsters for however long. But, let's see. These are a bunch of story things. Oh no, those are the completed story ones. The broken watch is just sitting here waiting for me to talk to the person who gave it to me. Because it's like the only quest in the game where you have to actually talk to the person who gave it to you to finish it. Alright, let's go back.
Stubborn mortals, so desperate to cling to your pathetic lives, even when there is no hope for you! Don't you ever give up!
But hear this, Zanza. They will judge me not in life, but death. with our world. You must succeed. Lady Reyn.
The Mechonis! Kill.
Look starboard. What's that cloud?
It's Telethia!
You're not getting away!
Dixon!
Listen, it's over. Time for you all to return to the Bionis. Nice and quietly.
That's enough! Why, Dixon? What made you like this? Shulk looked up to you, respected you!
Dixon! Don't let Zanza control you! Wake up!
You can quit your belly aching. I'm in total control. I've always been like this. Ever since long before any of you lot were born.
Before we were born?
Now you get it. It's just like Egil said. I'm Lord Zanza's disciple. Dixon of the Trinity!
I feel like Dixon would be really good in Metal Gear. Let's see. Do I want Fiora to be the leader, or do I want Reyn or Dunban to be the leader? Oh, by the way, I think I was having a problem in one of the other battles with not being able to heal. And... Melia, do you have a healing move? Reyn, you're gonna get the boot. Junk's deck, okay. Let's see, so... This is a Cerny Telethia, and I'm fighting as a Fiora, apparently. Let's see. Attack from behind. This is behind you, I think. That might have counted as the side. Alright, so I'm just getting slapped around like a ping pong ball. What's the requirement for using this? Okay, so for enemies in front. I have to, do I have to be in front of you to even use this at all? Because it's X'd out right now. I'm not sure. Let's see, I'm gonna try and stay there anyway. What does Gun Drones 2 do? Or whatever, yeah, Gun Drones 2. Attacks everything in range, great. Melia, you have a healing move. Oh no, that's a death. I didn't even get to finish asking if you had a healing move. Let's see, we're gonna do this. Can I not? Down but never out. Can I not revive you? Oh, I did revive you. Oh, I died. Okay, there goes that. It happens, Fiora. Let's see. Can I go? I wanted to look at other things in my party too, like the gems that I had equipped and stuff. Because I was only really paying attention to Shulk, Fiora, and Charla. You have Ether, because of course you do. Anything better? Oh, you have plenty of gems that I can add. I don't know what I want those to be. All my strength ones are like stuck to the Monado right now. Unless they were given back when it was confiscated. Fiora isn't like the complete, the complete, I don't know if I want to call her a glass cannon, but, a juggernaut the way that Shulk was. But I guess I can go increase, strength anyway, because I don't know what else to give her, really. I think she has some ether attacks, instead of just, purely physical ones. You don't have much space for gems at all. Alright, I'll go with that. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to fight with Dunban, just to see how that goes. Let's switch Dunban and Fiora, so I'm fighting with Dunban. Okay. So another thing that comes to mind that I wanted to talk about during the last cutscene is, I don't remember. Did I really get to do that twice in a row? What the? 3 times in a row. Guess I'll worry about that later. What I was going to say anyway. All these moves, daze, topple things with break, inflict break, topple. Okay, so I can do this. Can I do this? Am I going to be allowed to just topple a giant Telethia that easily? It didn't look like it did. Okay. Let's see. So, Gut Buster. That's such a name for a move. All right. If fills talent gauge when it connects. That would be useful. That would be useful. Anyway, what I wanted to say and then forgot and then wanted to say it again and then forgot it again. I guess while I'm kind of doing this battle on autopilot, because that's a good idea, I might as well talk about how I found out about this game. Like I imagine a lot of people did. I first started this game when Chuck Conroy decided to play this game called Xenoblade Chronicles, and I was like, what on earth is that? Let's watch it and find out how it goes. And like a lot of people did as well, before he even finished playing it, I was like, this sounds pretty good. I'm going to go ride my bicycle 20 miles to GameStop to pick one up, because that's the nearest one that had one where I lived, and I didn't have a car at the time. Hey. Is this continuing? Because I'll finish telling my story later.
You waste of space. Not so tough without Shulk, eh? Stupid beast. You should be grateful. Not everyone has a war buddy like me to lead them along. Tasted good, didn't they? The victory drinks we used to share. I'll kill you! What? Who was that? Show yourself!
Melia, are you all right?
Brother!
Callian! Dixon! He works for the Bionis! He shot Shulk in the back! Is this true? Dixon? This ends here. Your Telethia are no match for our Havres squadron. You cannot win!
Maybe you should be concentrating on your own people instead of barking at me. Looks like you've forgotten your destiny. Right? Lorithia?
Lorithia!
Agree on a pronunciation.
As well?
Your Highness, your naivety is quite charming, but it is also your undoing. I had much fun playing with you and your father.
What? What is this light?
Ether particles emitted so that the Bionis can be destroyed and reborn. What do you get if you cross high concentrations of ether with high entia?
No, you wouldn't! Lorithia!
Awaken, my darling pets!
They are...
Telethia!
Lorithia! Let him go!
You misunderstand, child. This is the reason why high entia are born. Do not blame poor old me.
Explain yourself!
It's just like she says. The High Entia are a race created by Lord Zanza to eliminate any annoying life forms in the preparation for the rebirth of the Bionis. Their bodies contain a gene that, when the time comes, transforms them into Telethia.
It can't be. Say it isn't so.
Melia, it is true. That is why you are our only hope.
Brother?
Whatever. We won't be needing a half-breed like you anyway. I mean, if you don't turn into a Telethia, it just means you're gonna get crushed by one. That's the only thing you're good for. Rise up, pets. Do my bidding. kill your lovely sister.
Brother! Just hold on! I'll find a way to save you!
Melia! So sorry. I always placed such a heavy burden on you.
Don't say such things, brother!
But at least I can still shoulder the destiny of our people. The burden meant for you.
Brings a tear to my eye.
These moments are to be treasured. How?
Melia! Father's wish and the future of the High Entia are in your hands. Yours and Shulk's.
Telethia! Destroy him! Dixon!
I got it.
Too late!
Damn him!
Slightly traumatic. Alright, let's save the progress. Why are there suddenly planets in the background of the screen? Overriding one system save with another. My level went down because Shulk left the party.
Where am I? Oh. So I'm... What was I doing? What was the purpose of my life? No. I've got it wrong. I was never alive. It was Zanza. All along. Everything I did was...
Do you want to say pointless?
You again!
That voice.
Nobody else can decide that. Only you.
Shulk. Here. Nicole made you a wonderful new weapon.
Yeah, but do I get the gems back they were equipped to the Monado? They were pretty good.
It uses the latest Machina technology. Use it when you wake up. Then, let's all go on living.
We've relocated the High Entia and the Nopon refugees to Colony 6.
Which I haven't done anything with yet.
A favor by fortifying it for us. It should hold out for a while.
It's ironic. We want to escape Zanza, but we can't leave his body, the Bionis.
Well, this is our home.
Princess, I have to know. Should we be worried about the evacuated High Entia?
I cannot be sure, but I believe not. All those who survived are part Homs like me.
Understood.
If they ever do transform, I will be among them. If that time comes, you know what to do.
Are you sure?
Everyone is obliged to accept their fate.
No way! There's no way Callian would leave the fate of the High Entia to you if that was gonna happen.
Precisely. And Melia, if we are to survive, we must fight Zanza and the Telethia. It may not be the case with all of them, but a large number of Telethia were once High Entia. Your subjects and your brethren.
I am prepared for that, even if it means harming my brethren. It is for the protection of the survivors. That is the final wish of my father and brother. I will fight to free the souls stolen by Zanza.
You're a fighter, Melia. We will need all your strength in the fight ahead.
How's Shulk?
He's going to make it. His wound has closed. I think Maynith used the last of her power to protect him.
So he's okay?
Linada is tending to him now. Fiora?
He won't wake up. It's like his consciousness has sunk to the bottom of a cold, dark lake. I keep saying his name, but he doesn't respond.
Zanza's gonna pay for this.
What if the Telethia attack?
Then we'll have to fight without Shulk. That's why we've strengthened our defenses.
That weapon I made should come in handy as well.
We're backed into a corner, but we'll give it all we've got.
Can your resistance truly achieve anything?
What do you mean by that, Alvis?
Exactly what I said. We were all born of the Bionis, of Zanza. It is Zanza's will that the Telethia return us to the body from whence we came. Whether we die of old age or in battle, we all eventually return to the Bionis. We cannot escape this fate. Am I wrong?
You've got it backwards, man. Just because he thinks it doesn't make it so. We decide whether to keep living or not.
I agree. Even though he's our creator, that doesn't afford him the right to take our lives on a whim.
But that is the thinking of a Homs. He is a god. Such morals cannot apply to gods.
So you think we should just shut up and die?
If that is the fate decided by a god.
You are mistaken if you think we will simply accept such a fate and wait to die.
We'll never stop fighting, not till the end.
To Zanza, the outcome is the same. Thus your logic is flawed.
It ain't the outcome that's important. It's the will to fight back.
Even if you die in vain.
Alvis! Whose side are you on? You scared or something? Frightened of a few Telethia?
Stop this. There's no point fighting amongst ourselves.
Fiora?
Sorry. I need to go and get some air.
Okay, so Melia is the only one here now. Which is good, because the game has finally stopped, and I can finally, if I go upstairs, is Shulk gonna be there? Can I, like, poke him in the face and see if he does anything? Guess not. Yeah, this is a good thing, because I suddenly have to go to class in, like, an hour, and the cutscene went on for, like, much longer than I thought it was going to, so I really need to end it. By the way, can I buy more skill books because I clearly don't have enough of those? I don't think I would be able to use them now. I can. Alright, so none of those are needed. But I live for skill books, so... Oh, are you the guy? Are you guys who I saw earlier? Because I'm trying to think where I might have seen the skill books that you were selling. Might have been... Alright, so that's not one. That's for Ricky. Alright, can I use them now because they're not... most of those people aren't in my party? That's not it. Yeah, I can't level up anybody else's skills, and as for the books themselves... I guess I can, even though the people who use them aren't here. Is that even going to count? Am I going to have to rebuy them? I have coins to spare, so it's not that big of a deal, and there weren't that many of them, but all the same. Let's see. I guess I never finished telling that story. It was somewhat difficult for me to pick up a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles, although I probably could have found one on, like, eBay or Amazon or something if I tried, because, like, the nearest 4 GameStops to me didn't have any. And I went to play it and kind of got distracted by other things and never got past the save file that was there when, way back in part 1 when I started the game. I think it was like 27 minutes in. And you just keep on talking, don't you? As if I don't. As for, when Emil was playing it itself, whatever, I think I mentioned this before. I spent a lot of that time having the game on in the background while I was doing things like programming stuff. So I guess this is Colony 6. So I didn't really absorb all that much information, so I could pretty confidently call this a blind playthrough, even though I've seen parts of it. I obviously knew moments like when Dixon went and shot Shulk in wherever he shot him, and where Fiora got captured and eventually magically ended up in the party again, although I wasn't completely clear on how that happened, so that was mostly a surprise. But that is how I know of Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm going to do what I said and end it off here in the rain and let Melia get soaking wet instead of going inside or something. Is there a nice picture anywhere? I imagine this would be much less of a wasteland if I was doing the Colony 6 minigame before this. Anyway, I'm going to class, and in the next part, I'm not exactly sure what's going to be happening because this is kind of the bottom of the excitement curve and the party morale curve and stuff like that. But I will find that out some other day. So, my name is Dragonite, and I will see you all later.